Now, the only two ways my ex-wife couldn't catch me doing it herself would be if nothing happened or I got her back to her in time, you know what I mean? Without even having to involve her, right? Those are the only two ways, and that still don't mean I did nothing with the child, right? Most people don't marry a woman and get to meet the daughter 6 months later, trying to get at the daughter. Either fool. What's wrong with you? You claim to be a doctor, but yet you don't have common sense, right? Even I, as a schizophrenic, know if I mess with my stepdaughter and she wakes up my ex-wife, right, in the process of something, right, I get caught red-handed, right? Why didn't I then, idiot? Nothing happened. And because I watch SVU and it's fictional stuff, right? I can make up my own story like an SVU story, but I just can't, again, do it as an SVU story since I'm not associated or affiliated with NBC, right? Another thing is if I had a relative who was molested, I can use that to make up a story too, right? or not. If I even heard about it in a TV show, right? I too can make up if or how you would have to do that to molest someone, right? And that you couldn't do much with the child anyway, you know. Anyone can make stories up, especially a schizophrenic. That's what I keep telling you, right? Arguing with me about it proves you have a problem with me, and I don't even know who the hell you are. There's one person I never met the whole time, and that would be the bio dad. He's the only person I never met, nor his fiance or girlfriend or whatever was going on with that. Right? I never met him. Right? Nor if I fell, do I know completely what happened there, since I blacked out at a certain point. Right? That's all I can say. Right? Nothing's provable past that point once I blacked out. Right? I can't even prove if I was attacked by someone else, right? Or if I even somehow made it off base without ID or something, right? I couldn't prove any of that. That would just be speculation, right? Or hypothetical stories, which I keep telling you that. Even a false confession is a hypothetical confession, right? It's not provable in a court of law. Then if you had video, you would use the video as proof, right? And then the police could arrest me. Idiot. If you're lying about it, though, there is no evidence, right? Or it never happened that way. So you can't prove that either. Because everybody knows, even by then, the movie 1984, or at least I did. I don't know if you're an avid movie watcher, but I was. And it don't mean nothing if you aren't either, but again, right? If I also know about false confessions and you don't, right? Or just being around someone doesn't mean you're guilty of actually trying to touch them, right? Even if you're having to do something differently to make sure she didn't pee or something, right? And there again, that's hypothetical, but that can give you an alternative explanation for it too, right? If I was to do something, right? Where I could have simulated licking her one time anyway, right? I'm not going to confess that unless there's an alternative way to view that too, right? By the way. Yes, there is. There's two ways to look at sticking at your tongue at a child if she's in there with you in the middle of the night. You don't know what's going on, right? One could be you're trying to smell her to see if she peed. You just stuck out your tongue happenstancely, in case, you know, You didn't want to freak the child out while you were spelling it, right? And you're trying to distract her for a second, right? Now, if you're trying to spell her too, you might leave it out when you go back up too, right? Mm-hmm. I'm just saying you might can do that. Mm-hmm. Not that I did, right? And all you're doing is arguing a moot point that isn't provable. Even if there was a 15-year-old girl working in one of the salons, you gotta tell me which salon is if you know, right? Or I can't avoid the salon you're talking about. I don't know which one it is in Georgia. And if you don't think there ain't a salon around every block, you're crazy. You're not living in the real world. And that's on you if you knew which store the 15-year-old girl was working in and she told me a different age. Right? See? That's how that would really work legally, too. Right? You're supposed to tell me if you know there's a 15-year-old girl working in the store. Or if she tries to make a move on me by lying about her age, I don't know she was the one you were talking about even. How would I know that? Right? Because every day I have a woman come on to me? No, but I have had women to come on to me before. You can't say that's such a sin that I can't do it with a girl if she like she wants to do it with me, right? Or a grown woman, right? Suddenly. That ain't enough to say I can't have sex with her. When you know I can't. Have sex with her whether she's 15 or 37. Right. See, age don't stop people from having sex, does it, normally? Right. Else you wouldn't have to make a law about it to try and stop someone from doing it. Do you see the catch-22 with that? Mm-hmm. Not only does it mean an adult can have sex with a 15-year-old girl, it also means the adult has to know who you're talking about, not the girl lie about her age, that she was 37, right? That changes the situation, right? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Especially if I'm asking other women their ages and they're telling me different ages. Some were in their 20s, some were in their 30s, some were, you know. Some were even 40 or right, even in their 50s, maybe, right? Different ages, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm supposed to know who you're talking about when I don't? Then you're just trying to blame me for looking for a girlfriend, too, and want me to play by your bullcrap rules when I don't have to. I can play by Georgia rules in America. I know. Which do allow a 16-year-old the choice to have sex or not, right? Whether you like it or not, right? Whether I like it or not, right? But in Georgia, that's only a year's difference, right? From the age of consent, right? That's not 4 years difference, right? I know. It's not even a 3-year difference, actually, right? That's why, too, right?